fighting on how you view God. You are fighting on how you see God. Every single time you showed up to church, you showed up to work, you still put on your best as you can because you knew that is not who he is. You see, I want to say this point. If it was up to you, you would have never chosen suffering. Just know that. If it was up to you, you would have never chosen the type of year you had. But guess what? It's not up to you. Here's the thing. That's scripture. That is what Jesus Christ was able to recognize because he recognized that there was a pattern to glory, and the pattern to glory requires suffering. And so the reality is that he knew that if it came down to it, even he himself, he said to his father, if there be any other way that you can take this cup of suffering away from me. Because if it was up to us, we would never choose the route that is the hard route. But guess what? God knows that there's some things he has to do. He has to make use of the circumstances because if we get to be the ones that choose things, we will throw away things if it doesn't look the way we want to. We will continue to manipulate things and we will never ever achieve purpose like we're supposed to achieve purpose. We will never get what we're supposed to get out of seasons. But God is saying, I need to make sure the necessary development comes into your life. The necessary improvements, the necessary refinery comes in, the necessary changes comes into your life. And so I know you would choose it. I know if it was up to you, if it was up to Hannah, she would have never wanted to be barren that long. But she had to cry out one day because there's some things, when you understand how seasons are necessary, when you're at the feet of the Father, you're like, oh, I get it now. If it was up to Jeremiah, he would have never said a word. But like fire in his bones, he realized that it was necessary that he communicated this message because there was deliverance in that message. Trust me, if it was up to Mary, she would have had another way. She would have chosen just to have a nice, peaceful marriage, a nice, peaceful engagement, a nice, peaceful process. But understand that if you're the one that chose how your life would be, I don't think you would necessarily grow. My fourth last point is that if you consider, and when I'm saying you, I'm not accusing you, it's just an idea. If we consider this year as not necessary, then there's no glory. Then there's no glory. You see, we may not see the full picture of what